2-week hiatus, welcome back to the Grumpy Old Men. As you all know, I am Eric and the one who calls that hiatus.
I am Tim, and yes, I was beginning. There was a part during that hiatus because Eric and I normally text or talk or whatever once or twice a week or whatever. I looked at my wife. I said, "Man, I heard from Eric for 5 days. I need to text him see if he'll even answer because I'm beginning to wonder if he fell off the face of the earth."
I was buried in Florida, man, at a work thing, and it got so busy, and it ran over and went early and everything else. So, I appreciate your patience, young man. Thank you.
Shoot, hey, all of our 275,000 followers, I know they're upset. We apologize to y'all.
Yeah, I think you're off by 274,994.
Hey, man can dream, man. A man can
That's
dream.
Right. Hey, you never know. One day it might just kick off. Who knows? Maybe we need to start really talking about some super controversial shit, get people to listen and watch.
Well, we can. Just tell me when you want to start doing that because I can kick that up. You know me, I can go down a rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, we could blow up the internet. We should try that one week. Just get on something so controversial. I mean, I'll even argue if I don't think you're right or whatever. But
okay, yeah, we need to. You know what? Let's do that. Let's plan that in 2 weeks. Let's give us 2 weeks to come up with something really controversial. So 2 weeks from today, or 2 weeks from this show, that we will come up and. We need to find something we totally disagree on or maybe we semi-disagree, but it's controversial in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
It's got to be a conspiracy theory because I'm the most easygoing person like in the world. I don't give a shit about anything. I don't watch the news. I don't, so yeah, it's got to be some conspiracy theory that I can really just.
You're just gonna be going. You're gonna be texting me going, "Hey, why are these damn planes flying all over damn St. Louis and shit? What I need to do?"
I've never seen a drone up this up close before.
It's reading my nose hairs.
That's right. I can't walk around naked in my bedroom anymore. All right. Before we get into these college picks, I firmly believe that Texas is going to win its first World Series tonight. What are your thoughts?
You firmly believe who?
Texas is going to win Game 5 tonight and win.
Aren't they up 3-1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't win tonight. When's the last time somebody lost a 3-1 lead? Didn't the Yankees lose it to the Sox?
2001.
And then,
do you know who the Yankees lost it to in 2001?
Yeah, the Boston Red Sox.
No. Arizona in 7.
Well, who was Buckner playing for when the ball went through his legs? Was that the Mets?
That was the Mets, or the Red Sox 80s? Against the Mets, 86.
Yeah,
is that when the Mets won the World Series? But yeah. I saw something pretty cool today, and I wish I would have screenshot it. But in 2001. Arizona's ace Randy Johnson hit a bird.
Yeah,
did you see that? This year Arizona's ace hit a bird, and all that other stuff. So all those the dates were the same, and a bunch of other stuff.
That coincidence shit, you can't go. This ain't coincidence shit.
Right. So if Arizona comes back and wins 7, as a Yankees fan who had to watch that Game 7, I'm gonna call bullshit.
Yep. The gods are stacked some way or another.
Oh, George W. Bush threw out the first pitch. That was another one.
Did he throw out the first pitch on this one too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yeah, because that was 2001. It was 9/11. So he was throwing out first pitches everywhere.
Yeah, I get that. He was going everywhere. I get it.
Yeah. But anyway, all right. So let's go ahead and dive into these picks. We got an interesting one that we're both going to disagree on. Maybe. So let's see. We got a big one. We got against our teams. I'm not really a Mizzou fan, but
what are we damn even money wise? Are we just going back to zero and starting?
Yeah, I just reset it to 1,000. I started doing the math and trying to figure out who won and everything. I just got pissed off and just reset it. Okay. The records are right. So the ones on the right are correct. So I'm 9-8, you're 9-7, and we're both starting the kitty with $1,000 again. All right, so
how did I get 9 and how'd you get 9 and 8?
Because I had 4 games that one week and you only picked 3.
Okay. Damn, we suck. We just above 500.
That's against the spread.
Yeah.
Hey, technically we're winning, I guess.
Well, but to be fair to both of us and for those of y'all who are watching, I try to pick some marquee games. If you're really betting, if I was really betting, some of these games wouldn't even be on the board.
Oh, no. If this was like real money, like I'm betting thousands of dollars, I'd be getting just the guarantees. I wouldn't be throwing up the controversial shit so you and I can argue over it.
I'm throwing up some controversial shit, just like they were talking this week, the LSU-Alabama game. Ain't a damn way in hell I'd be betting real money on that game.
Absolutely not. I have no idea who's going to win that. I'm going to stay away from it. But your dogs. Technically, it's like I'm in Missouri, you're in Georgia, so we're going to – there are teams. I mean, Mizzou jumped up to 12 in the CFP rankings, which is nuts to me because they haven't played anybody big.
No.
Neither has
I'm cur-
Georgia, actually. I was reading some stats. Like, that's why Georgia's second, because they've only played like one top 25 team.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what time that game kicks off. Hold on.
I think it was 3 something, maybe. I'd get
Let's
my
see.
phone, but it's on the
No,
floor.
it's 3:30. No, and Mizzou's at Georgia. They're not. I didn't think they were. So they're at Georgia. They're not in Mizzou.
Oh, you put Georgia at Mizzou.
Yeah, it's flipped.
Oh, so it's Mizzou. I'll just do MIZ at Georgia. Oops. And that Georgia's minus 15.5, right?
Yep.
All right. So it's in Georgia?
Yeah, it's in Georgia.
Shit. I'm going to take Mizzou in the points.
Okay, just because we're on the podcast and I'm in Georgia, I'm going with the Dogs. Especially at home. If they were,
I think it'll be a decent game until the end. Georgia's going to, like last year, it was one of the first games of the season. Mizzou was beating Georgia the whole game, and in the fourth quarter, they just blew it.
Yeah, but I think this year's a little different. Plus, if they were playing in Mizzou and they had that 11 o'clock kickoff, because a lot of people don't understand, when you're playing on the East Coast and you got to travel, somewhere west, 11 o'clock is, like 10 o'clock over here, or even 9 o'clock if you're in Texas, and they're sleepwalking. They're not awake at that time. They're just getting out of bed.
That's right. So, zombies out in the football field.
Yeah, but this is at Georgia, and this is at 3:30. The dogs finna whoop that ass.
All right. I think it's going to be, I don't think Mizzou's going to win, but I don't think it's going to be I don't think Georgia's going to win by more than 15.
Okay.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than that.
Cool.
I want to take Notre Dame over Clemson. Very badly do I want to do that. But we're going to move on. Do you whoops.
Not right now, but I'm like you. I think Notre Dame wins that game.
Yeah, I think they do. I'm going to jump down to the NFL real quick. And I think Kansas City has something to prove this week. They're favored to win by 2. I think it's going to be a blowout, to be honest with you.
Okay, so let's backtrack on that. Kansas City is the home team, but this game is actually played in Germany. This is a Germany game.
Oh, right. I still think Kansas City has something to prove after that loss last week.
Okay.
After they got manhandled. I mean, manhandled.
Yeah, they got manhandled.
Yep. Yes, they did. So I'm going to take that one. If you got something to speak, Washington and New England. Man, they just gave up Chase Taylor. You believe that?
I think I was going to take Northwestern.
And they probably will.
I do. I think Iowa's going to beat
You want that one?
Yeah, I'm going to take Iowa minus the 5.
Okay.
And I also think for some reason or another, I got to go. I think the Ravens playing at home against the Seahawks. I got to go with the Ravens.
I was looking at that one too. It seems almost like a gimme.
Yeah, I know. And then, believe it or not, I think the Eagles are going to kick Dallas in the butt.
I think so too. That's a big rivalry game. The Eagles are good this year. Dallas has proven in the last couple weeks they're better than we thought they were. But do you want Philly?
Yeah, I want Philly
as your 4th. Shit, put some pressure on me. I got to pick all my games and shit. All right, I'm taking Notre Dame. Fuck it.
See, I'm like you. That's a good pick because if I had to pick that game, it'd be Notre Dame.
And then let's see, I'm going to pick games you didn't, except for the Mizzou Georgia game. So I'm going to take San Diego. There's no way the Jets win this, right? There's no way.
The only problem is San Diego's got to come across from the West Coast to the East Coast, and they're playing that. That's some traveling shit. Neutral site. I think San Diego's definitely the better team, but you got to factor in the travel and all that.
I'm not going to put too much money on that game.
So what do we got? What we got? $1,000.
$1,000.
We got to bet it all, right?
Notre Dame, I'm doing 200. Mizzou, I'm going to do 300. I'm putting a lot of money on that one, and then I'll do 300 on this one, and then oopsie, I'm dumb, and then 200 down here. My money's set. What do you got?
All right, I'm gonna go 400 on the Dogs.
Shit. Okay.
I'm gonna go 300 on Philly.
Right.
And then I will go, what's that, 7? So what I got 150
Tell
a
us,
piece.
tell us how much you have left at the bottom there, sir.
Oh, 300. So 150 on the other two.
All right. Make me do some actual fucking math if you win those. 150. Oh, it's not an even number. All right, there they are, locked in, man.
Locked and loaded.
All right. So what else is going on? Let's see. Anything else in sports? I mean, the trade deadline again. As a Commanders or Redskins fan, very upset they gave up Chase Taylor. Probably one of the best defensive ends in the game. Thank you very much. But hey, it is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah, I get it. No, I don't. I mean, honestly, I normally follow college football and pro football so much, but with stuff going on at work and the festival and the fall season moving into Christmas, and I've kind of assumed a new role temporarily, and it's got me there a whole lot more than I want to be or desire to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of missed out on what I'm normally doing this time of year. So, some of this stuff is hit and miss is where I'm normally, we're normally cooking out tailgating every weekend for college football, and they've been having to do it without me or me coming in late due to certain things.
Sure. What's in the news? What's in the news that's flabbergasted you over the last 2 weeks?
Well, the last 2 weeks. Well, what's been going on the last 2 weeks?
I mean, Israel's the big news, obviously.
Exactly, and I kind of want to unpack some of this stuff for a minute.
Pence dropped out of the race.
Huh? Yeah, I saw
Pence
that.
dropped out of the race.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win. Really?
Like he stood a chance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Douche.
But I am
anyway,
curious.
Go ahead.
I am curious who's going to be. You still think Trump's going to be the nominee?
100%. 98.
Yeah, let's go 90. Let's go. I'll go 85. I think I'm 85%, but I think there's a 15% chance they pull some shenanigans to keep him out. They do not want him back in office. He will screw up what they're doing. And
the
that's
Republicans?
No, everybody.
The Democrats.
All the Democrats are Republicans, because when you say Republicans, I don't necessarily believe a lot of the Republicans are actually Republican. They're what they call rhino Republicans. They say it and kind of act like it, but when it comes to voting and when it comes to doing certain things, they're really not.
I see.
They're getting their pockets lined by everybody, like everybody else, and they're voting the way that $100 Benjamin going in my pocket says.
I'm sure it's a little bit more than a Benjamin.
Oh, it's a couple.
Couple of zeros after it.
It's a whole stack of Benjamins.
A suitcase being exchanged in the lobby of the house.
We're our own business.
We are, man. Damn.
But I mean, but I don't think some people look at this, and maybe they do. I don't know. But if we pull back the layers and get away from the BS a little bit, I mean, most of the stuff and most of the stuff that's going on, especially in our country, we know what happened to Israel. We know the attack that happened to Israel. But now you've got these progressive liberals having pro-Palestinian, pro-Hamas rallies all over the country. They're doing them have you even seen them? You say you don't watch the news. Have you seen the college campuses?
I haven't actually, no.
Oh no, they're demonstrating on college campuses. They're demonstrating in the streets. They're having marches and rallies, and I mean, you got Palestinians and Jewish people fighting one another. You got, and even some of the students at the schools are going, hey, what is going on? I thought this was supposed to be a safe place because the LGBTQ wants a safe place, but y'all are allowing this to happen. See, they're only taking.
I need to pause you for a second. I had the most horrific thought, like just deranged thought, this morning. Okay, all these school shooters and all these kids shooting up schools and people all over the country, right? What if they are actually people from the future coming back, taking out people that are going to ruin the future?
Hey, Doc Brown, you got the DeLorean around, Doc?
That's why I thought of that, because somebody was talking about Back to the Future, and I thought to myself, like, what if Back to the Future was filmed knowing what today is like? Like, how comedic would that be? Like Marty McFly coming in 2022 and be like, why is that chick got a dick? What is happening here? Quick, get me in that DeLorean. Get me back to 1980, whatever. Anyway, sorry. Carry on.
Anyway, you digress. We digress.
You forget what you're talking about, or you're frozen, and I'm just going to sit here and keep talking. You're probably talking too. This is going to be great content. And we're back, and I'll patch everything together. And we had a small technical difficulty. Not sure whose end it was on, but hey, here we are. We're back.
It is what it is.
I don't know how much you heard or what you didn't hear.
So we'll go back to the progressive liberals having the pro-Palestinian and pro-Hamas rallies all over.
Please, instead of my asinine theories of Back to the Future and kids
exactly.
coming back to shoot people.
The DeLorean, while it's a great car, and I wish to God I had that thing and I could go back into the future or back to the past or whatever, to change a few damn things, because I change a whole hell of a lot of things.
Oh, amen, brother. Amen, brother.
But they're having this stuff at these college campuses, which I think is kind of ironic, because a lot of these schools and a lot of the big time donors are Israeli. They're Jews. So a lot of these billionaire hedge fund owners that are Jewish people are starting to pull the funding from Harvard, from Brown, and you've seen these articles that they're saying. I mean, one dude wrote like, $700 million a year. He told him to kiss his white butt. He wasn't giving it to him anymore.
That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. That hurts big time.
Hurts.
That's a lot of money. But if I ask you who's the progressive left, who would you say is the progressive left? Any idea?
Flow. Sorry, man.
I can't have a serious conversation with you.
You can. I just don't have the answers to the things you're asking. You have to expect a non-serious response. Carry on, as you were.
My apologies. So the progressive left is, the far left-leaning tree huggers, the communists, the socialists, and what's funny when I use this term, useful idiots. This is what is happening. They are actually being useful idiots. I mean, the Muslims hate these groups. It is against their religion. It is against their culture, and they really hate the LGBTQ community. You talk about homosexuality and same sex and all this. They are so against that. It is ridiculous. But yet all these groups are coming together and rallying for them and, chanting for them, because they're being used as a useful idiot. I mean, I don't think they understand what they're dealing with. I mean, think about it. So Donald Trump, love him, hate him, whatever, sent mean tweets, didn't send mean tweets. You liked his tweets. You didn't like his tweets, whatever.
Pay for a hooker, didn't pay for a hooker, whatever.
Exactly. Pay for a hooker. He took shit to Margot Lahr, whatever the case may be. You were a lot safer when he was in office. And what I mean safer, I'm not talking about, somebody's calling you names, I'm offended. I'm talking literal sticks and stones, terrorists trying to attack you, this country being, attacked, whatever the case may be. We were 100% safer with him in office, whether you love him or hate him. I'm not saying.
Agreed. Now, I don't remember hearing a damn thing about terrorist activity or wars or anything else while Trump was in office.
Well, that's because Trump told them stupid son of a gun, hey, you do this, we're going to bomb your ass. And they believed it. I mean, let's be real.
He's crazy enough to do it. So, yeah, they probably were like,
he's in office, you're safer. And all these progressives are calling the Second Amendment people, bigots. I used to be a big Second Amendment person, but I lost them in the river bend down there. So,
until you get that scuba gear again.
I gotta get that scuba gear out. But, they call us bigots, et cetera, and all this. But now what they do is they turn around and vote for Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, ice cream man, who is being bought and paid for by foreign governments and foreign entities. I mean, we all know about the China's situation, right? You don't know all the investigation that's going on. Y'all, I'm so sorry.
You got to start from the beginning.
Eric lives in a damn cocoon. I'm not starting from the beginning.
Like the movie Airplane. First there were dinosaurs, then the Earth cooled. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna do like Sheldon when he's teaching people something. He goes back, when he starts talking about physics. It was a dreary night in
on the
Greece.
Whiteboard.
On the white, yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
I need a chart and a graph.
Yeah, that's true.
You can cliff note it for me.
I could do that, but we've voted for Sleepy Joe.
I don't know who the fuck we is, but it's nobody on this podcast.
Nobody on this podcast probably voted for Sleepy Joe. That is true, but I'm just saying that I say we as a collective, and he is being bought and paid for and taking money from foreign governments. Now, I will say allegedly. Nothing's been proven in a court of law right now. I will say allegedly. I'll give you that. But, it's pretty damning, the evidence they have on him. But anyway.
We're not in a court of law. You can say he took money. That's fine. It's fine.
He took money. It ain't.
There you go.
It's hearsay, whatever. He took money. Show us the books, Joe.
It's your belief. You're allowed to have it. You're not in front of a court. But you're allowed to have your opinion.
Right. But And everything he's done for other countries. Joe is not doing, and this administration is not doing stuff to make this country stronger. I mean, he's doing everything to make it weaker. We've got open borders. I mean, we got people coming across the border like a sieve. You know, thousands and thousands of immigrants coming across, and a lot of them are probably former Hamas. Not probably, they are former Hezbollah, sleeper cells. Yeah, you know exactly. Shit flying around. Yeah, there's your drone. So you just read right. You know. But and then he releases millions and millions of dollars to send back to Iran that Trump had frozen their assets, and Iran directly funds Hamas and Hezbollah. That's how they get their money. So, and it wasn't 6 months. I think it was less than 6 months that this attack happened. And we pull out of Afghanistan and leave all our goddamn equipment there. Who do you think is using that damn equipment now?
Hamas and Hezbollah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but he has not done anything to protect this country. He's doing everything to do what he can do to destroy and demise this country. And these idiots, I'm sorry, they're useful idiots, are running around this country holding rallies for, pro-Palestine. And I ain't got nothing against the Palestinian people, but hey, the Jews got more than a right to live. That is their homeland. I don't care what anybody says. You can call and argue all you want, but that's their homeland. I can have that conversation with you all day long. But
Hitler didn't think so.
Well, Hitler didn't think so, and he tried to wipe them out. But whether you agree or disagree, biblical prophecy is pretty clear. All this stuff that's taking place has actually been foretold to take place again.
Oh, so Lord, here we go again.
I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying
that'd be a good subject to bring up if you want to really light a fire on our next podcast.
Well, I mean, we can talk that all you want to. Oh yeah, if we want to bring it. Hey, you want to really get some. We can get some hate mail, and people may attack us.
It's like the 3 things that they say never to talk about on the first date: politics, religion, and 2 things. What's the third? Is there 3? Politics and religion. Like, you never talk about that on a first date. No go.
But I tell you what, if you really want to get some hate and you really want to get some controversial stuff, I'll have a conversation with you offline. I won't do it right now, but we can do that in 2 weeks. This thing may blow up. We may go
break the internet.
It may go 0 to 1,000 if the right people get a hold of it.
And we might be in a jail cell at the White House.
No, we won't be in a jail cell. No, we won't be in a jail cell.
Okay, good. Perfect. Just leave out.
It's not the jail cell that I'm worried about. I might have to go scuba diving to get shit out of the bottom of the lake.
I'm going to have to go to a store and see if they got anything stocked at Walmart in the back area section by automotive.
Exactly.
Still good. You can buy shotguns at Walmart. I love this country.
You can't. Well, I love the country that, Dick's Sporting Goods took it out and everything, so they don't do that.
Yeah, I remember that. Dick's used to have a huge gun section.
Yep.
But I think I told you the story. There's a pawn shop down the road here. I asked the guy once when I was in there getting some jewelry fixed. I was like, I don't own a pistol. What do I have to do to buy one? He's like, well, you come in here, we'll run a background check. It'll just take a few minutes and we'll hand you a gun. You're on your way out. Like, few minutes? What are you checking? Like the post office? Like, are you calling my 8th grade teacher? No, he's good. Good. Let's go.
No, they got, if you're a federal firearm dealer, they got what's called the it's not NCIS. Basically it's a national criminal database, and all federal firearms dealers, because you got to be federally regulated, you are tapped into that. You're tapped into that background check, so they can literally take your fingerprint, and it's a national database. It's not just statewide. They can take
international database.
Well, it is an international. Well, I think in America it's just a national database. It's not international. But you got to be a U.S. citizen to buy it over here. You can't really be a foreign national and buy it.
Right.
Buy it legally. But I love when they talk about.
They have them.
I know they got them. The criminals got. But I love when they talk about the gun show loophole, because you can just go buy a gun at the gun show and just no, you can't. Now, if you and I are in the parking lot and we do some shady deal out in the parking lot because I'm walking in and you're walking out, that's one thing. That probably happens on the side. But I personally could not walk into a gun show and pick out a weapon take that weapon, hand them cash, and turn around and walk out the door. They're going to do the background check just like they do on you.
Of course, and I would want them to, right? I
No,
want that system in place, and I
100%
fine
agree.
with me. That's
100%.
right. I'll wait 3 weeks if you need me to. I don't give a fuck. Cooling off period, right? 48 hours, whatever.
The only way they don't do that background check is if you have a concealed carry permit. If you already have a permit, that means they've already done the background. They'll just take your concealed carry, take a picture, and you've got a license number on it, and that's used for the transaction.
Okay.
But it's already been completed, so it's already been done.
All right. Well, if you ever make a journey up to St. Louis for any reason, we can go gun shopping. So many gun stores here.
Yes.
And we could probably go downtown and get a few that are with serial numbers shaved off of them.
That file that shaved them down.
That's right. That's right. You can find all of that in the bottom of the Mississippi River.
Yep.
We're just have to get some scuba gear.
But 100% agreed, brother. 100% agreed.
Yeah. So I saw something on the TV passing by today. It says U.S. getting ready for possibly the next 9/11.
Yeah, the people don't realize, and they kind of think, especially this generation, the stuff that is again with the open borders, and we've got sleeper cells in this country. We do,
of course.
And Sleepy Joe's let them in. They you are not nowhere near as safe as you were, whether you like him or not, when Trump was in office. Our military was stronger. Now we got people in the, and God forbid, I love our vets. I respect our veterans. Heck, I've worked on military bases. You're a vet, the whole 9 yards. But what they're doing to our military institutions now is shameful.
Agreed. 100% agree. The military I was in is not the military today. No. We had guys who were willing to pick up weapons and go to war if we needed to.
Right.
Nobody was scared to do it. Like, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. And I remember all those guys, and not one of them. We had a few gay guys, but even those guys were like, let's go. Like, I joined this for that reason, right?
Oh, exactly. Well, they were right, wrong, or indifferent. They were the gay masculine men.
Of course.
They were the ones like, hey, they're the masculine males, and you may have a few not so masculine, but you know what I mean. They didn't mind it. Not a lot of the ones today running through there going, don't shoot. Please.
Time out. My penis flopped out. My penis flopped out my pants. Give me a second to tuck this son of a bitch back in.
You offended me.
Yeah, you offended me. Fuck off. Good Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, this whole country's going to shit, man.
No, it's
I hope. Shit. And look, and when you were saying that earlier, it kind of made me think, right? Like, these people are trying to take out all these Jews. And so was Hitler. And what happened when Hitler tried to take out all? Now, that was an extreme. I don't think it's ever going to get that bad the way Hitler was doing it with concentration. You think it will? You think we're going to have a museum to visit in Israel someday?
The reason I say it will, controversial or not, I've spent years studying biblical prophecy. I'm sorry, I believe in the Bible. And it actually...
You don't need to apologize about that. Fuck people who don't.
Well, some people don't.
Or their God's writings, whatever that is. I mean, we have our God's Bible.
But their God's not the same God. I don't care what you say. They're not the same. And when they contradict one another, you got to determine.
My God is a great God. Hallelujah. All right, keep going.
But yes, I think it's going to get to that point again. They're going to.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with it was, well, we won't put up with it if somebody tries to hit us with another 9/11, so we're going to end up sending a bunch of shit over there, and poof, World War III.
No, I think we're headed to that.
And then you and I'll be red dawning it in the mountains of Georgia.
Exactly. Or I'll actually pick you up on the way to Wyoming. I still got some friends out there. We'll just,
works for me, man. Just throw me in the back of the pickup truck with all the ammo and the food supplies, and we'll start digging tunnels so in case they're running through the fields. We pop up our things. Oh, it'll be awesome. I'd be so in on that.
Hell yeah. Dude, that's what we
need.
I
fire a weapon.
Hey, why don't we go buy 100 acres somewhere? I tell you what, if what we were talking about earlier, we might need to look at buying 100 acres somewhere, and we just do, I want to guarantee you want a damn soul getting that son of a bitch.
No, sir. No. With all the military friends I have, we'd be lucky to get into that land once we're done with it. Like, fuck, I forgot where I put all this shit.
Yeah, exactly. I know I put that son of a bitch somewhere.
Yeah, we'll have to send like a remote control car in front of us first to see if it blows up.
I'm gonna put it on my phone on the app saying, okay, 3 steps to the forward, 3 steps right, 2 backwards, 1 left.
Or we could just hire some tech person to create a explosive monitoring app. So it's like a metal detector, only it's an app. It tells us where we kept our bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like that game Minesweeper on the old Windows computers. You remember that?
Yeah. Sure do.
We have to draw a grid.
I know.
That'd be fun as hell, though, boy. We've built some giant fences. Just live our best life inside those fences.
It would be good.
I got to wait for my daughter to figure out what she wants to do with after high school, though. If she decides to go to college, play volleyball, our 100 acres have to be close, so I can go to the games. She's actually December 27th. She's going to a showcase where there's going to be a whole bunch of colleges. She got invited to go to that. A lot of them are local, but there's some up in Iowa and northern Indiana and Illinois and stuff like that. So we'll see. So maybe we can go to Iowa. Iowa's a good place. It's flat as shit. There ain't no mountains, but
well, hey, we'll figure it out.
We see them coming.
We see. Don't you fret. We'll figure it out.
Where were they in Red Dawn? Where?
They were in like Colorado or Wyoming, somewhere out there. They were in one of them westerns, maybe Utah. I'd have to go back and look, but that is somewhere out there.
Googler, come on, Googler. Where was it? Where was Red Dawn? Not filmed. Supposed to take place. There we go. Yep, Calumet, Colorado.
Okay. I know it was out there somewhere in the West.
The 2012 remake was in Spokane, Washington. I don't think I ever saw the remake. Did you?
I saw the trailer for it, but I watched bits and pieces of it, but I didn't watch it like I watched the first one.
Oh gosh, I can't remember how many times I've watched that first one. It was such a good movie. Like, because we were in school then, right? So all these freaking parachutes coming out in the middle of the school day, and the teacher just getting blown away through the windows, and like, yeah, that was crazy. It was so realistic, just like the Blair Witch Project. You ever seen that?
Yeah, yeah, I actually did. I thought it was kind of stupid myself,
but to this day, and there's two sides, right? Either you think it's stupid or you think it's the scariest thing you've ever seen. I thought it was the scariest thing I've ever seen because I've been camping and like, and I put myself in that tent and like the shit just going on. Like, nope, I'm out.
Oh yeah, I've put myself
Deuces.
in that. Yeah, there's some strange stuff happened to me before, so I get it. You know, I ain't saying it didn't happen or couldn't happen, but I don't know. I just didn't like. That was just me personally. Like you said, you either liked it or you thought it was scary.
Yeah, either you were totally just fall into the premise and you're just in the movie with them, or you're just like, this is horseshit. This is stupid. Now, the second one sucked. The second one was awful. They shouldn't have made it. Yeah. But their budget was like, they spent like $150,000 making that movie and they made millions.
Wow.
Genius. I know. We can make our own Red Dawn.
Hell yeah. They do. That's better than the Disney woke shit they're doing now. They're spending millions of dollars and making peanuts, which I think is hilarious.
I know. Hey, new Marvel movie comes out next week.
Speaking of which, did you see where Bud Light's trying to make a comeback? They signed a contract and a deal with the UFC. How more manly can you get than the UFC? They took the road of the trans LGBTQ, lost their money, so now Dana White and the UFC has signed a deal. They've signed a deal with Bud Light. So Bud Light, how more manly can you get?
That's pretty much it. That's the pinnacle.
So
when are we going to have our first trans fighter?
Oh God, don't go there.
They're going to have to have its own division.
So is the
oh wait, it already does. It's called men's.
Yeah, exactly. But do the men that identify as the women get a fight in the women's category?
Oh fuck! Dana White would not allow that. Are you kidding me?
He already said that. They asked him about that, and Dana basically said, "Fuck no, that ain't happening."
What happened? It was while I was at the Mastermind, a big fight where it got stopped, and Dana White actually came into the ring, told her to go get in his fucking corner.
I actually saw a clip of that, but I can't remember what fight it was. I caught the tail end about it because I think somebody got hurt or I don't remember. But something when I need to research.
Oh, it was an illegal hit. It was an illegal hit. I think he hit him in the gym boys, and they stopped the fight.
Sometimes that's accidental. They don't do that on purpose.
Of course.
I would say 85 to 90% of them, maybe more than that, is accidental because if I'm throwing a leg kick or, trying to do something, a front leg kick or whatever, and I don't get it up fast enough, or you move closer.
The guy
to me.
jumps or something in the middle of your
exactly.
kick. Yeah, of course.
Kick him. I mean, it is what it's kind of like targeting in damn football. I hate that son of a bitch. We know good and damn well what a damn targeting. If it's a cheap shot, we all know what a cheap shot is.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm a receiver coming over the middle and I catch the ball like this, and about the time I catch it, I look and see you come. My first reaction is to shrink up. And
bring your head down.
And the defender's not launching with his head; he's actually coming in. But when the receiver changes levels, we hit helmet to helmet, and then I get called for targeting. That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Yes, and that's one of those gray rules that just sucks. Kind of like a baseball swing. Did he go or didn't he go in baseball? So many of those get overturned or are called incorrectly. But again, it's it is what it is, man. We can't do anything about it.
Yep. I mean, oh well.
I hope they give the batters a challenge next year because they're thinking about it. It was done in AAA and AA, and it actually worked really well for a ball and a strike call. So if the batter thinks it's a ball, the guys turn around and tap their head, and it's immediate ball or strike. If they're right, they obviously get to keep their challenge. If they're wrong, they lose their challenge and they, get a strike.
Oh yeah. So they get one challenge a game.
I bet. I think. I don't know the exact rules, but it's a pretty cool system.
But that is pretty cool. Because if I'm wrong, I lost my challenge, and if I'm right, I get a. It's kind of like the challenge in football. If you're right, you keep your challenge. If you're wrong, you lose your challenge.
And especially in like maybe a World Series game, if you're down by one run and the bases are loaded, and you get a bad ball called a strike, you turn around and be like, "Boop! It was a ball." You get a walk, tie game.
I read they were trying to institute some AI too for balls and strikes. They done
robo umps. Yeah, that's in the works too. They've used that in AA, and it's effective. But you still need the umpires in the games, obviously, for a lot of judgmental
you
calls.
Definitely. But for balls and strikes, I don't know how robo umps will call somebody out at safe or bang bang play. That's
balls and strikes. It's easy. You set up a zone. If the ball's in it, it's a strike. If it's not, it's a ball. You're going to see a lot lower batting averages because they're not going to be any gimmies. You have to swing those balls in the strike zone. But yeah, I don't know. It's technology and it's ridiculous, and some of it's great. Like I loved all the changes in MLB this year because the games were shorter. They're like 32 minutes on average shorter because of the pitch clock. So yeah, it's really cool, man. I'm excited. Excited to watch that baseball game tonight. I'm gonna be cheering on the Rangers.
Yeah, cool. What time is that?
7. I think it's 8:00 your time. It's 7 here. So.
Oh, good. I'll be sure. I saw bits and pieces of it, but yeah, they may win it. I may watch it. I may need to have a bourbon.
All right, that's fine. I'm trying to see game time. Sorry, I picked up my phone and it's just like I'm the president. I have all these notifications. Z Georgia at 2:30 at Georgia. Well, 3:30 your time, 2:30 my time. I get to see it an hour earlier than you. That's the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life. I always make fun of why isn't there it is 7:03 my time, so 8:03 your time. Arizona's favored to win by 110 points. They're minus 110. They're favored to win. I don't know what the minus 110 means.
I ain't never figured out baseball. I need to look at the minus and the plus, but anyway, it's something to do with I think if you're minus, you're favored in that. But I don't know it all.
I know if it's minus, you're favored. I just don't know. I know if you bet $100, if I bet $100 for Arizona to win, I'd win 110. That I know.
No.
So I'd get my 100 back plus $10.
Yeah, like woohoo! But if you lose, you lost your $100.
Correct. Yes.
So I mean, that ain't much of a.
No, because it's the World Series. It's the World Series. So you're not going to get a win or lose, right? If you take the spread, or the over under and stuff like that, it's going to be a little bit more. That I know. But let's see what the over under is.
Probably 6.5 or 7.
8.5.
Oh.
That's going to be over that, I think. Who do they got pitching? I think it's Evaldi and I don't know. It might be close. They got their two best pitchers going tonight, so we'll see. All right, man. I think that's a wrap this week. Man, I can't wait for next week. We're talking about some controversial shit. We're going to start arguing, we're going to start yelling, and we're going to get 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do that in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Got it. All right, cool, man.
Not the next one, but the one after that.
All right. This Friday is my daughter's.
We need to have a conversation to make sure you're willing to do that.
Oh, I'm willing. I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm willing. Bring it. I just need to do some research so I have some points to battle back with.
Okay.
My daughter turned 17 on Friday. I'm pretty excited about that.
Well, congratulations. Happy birthday
Thanks.
to her.
She's going to have her party here on Saturday. So I'm going to have 10 juniors and seniors in my house. Can't wait. So excited.
Boy.
Any of you 18 in here? Any of you 18?
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh.
Moving on. Okay, God love her if she ever watches this.
You know, them dads do have. They can go scuba diving too. then I'm really gonna be looking. Where'd Eric go? Well, last I heard he was having a party. I don't know what happened to him after that.
My daughter, when she was over 18, had over 18 friends. My oldest, she'd have parties at the house, and her friends would just, Destiny, your dad's hot. Like, you need to say that to me so I know. Like, exactly. When you come over my house. But anyway, they were crazy bitches, and I'm glad nothing ever happened. All right. Yeah. Next week, next week, but 2 weeks, super controversy. We'll kind of preempt it and tease people next week on what it might be about. Yes. You give me some time to actually watch some news, do some research, and come back with some talking points.
Exactly.
All right, brother. Well, hey, have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you on Tuesday.